Greetings, this is the Evening Run. A pleasure always. Your host, Danoby2.
Evening, folks. How is everybody tonight? Oh, we're going to have so much fun. Oh, we're going to have a blast. And I'm going to need help, though, because there's a lot to unravel here. It's not just that Hot Toys just made an announcement. Batman, Michael Keaton, old man Keaton, right? It's like the crack in the ice. It's the little micro crack in the lake, and you're going to fall through it, and you're most likely not going to survive. So, to help me out with this, we have our good friend here, Hatelorian, joining us. Hello, good sir.
Hey, bringing the hate.
Absolutely. I don't know if we're going to have a lot of heat here tonight, though. It's going to be more of a panic scenario here. Let's see. Who is checking in here from parts of the world here? Funky Cold, Santa checking in from Dallas, Texas. It is midnight. That's right. Midnight in
Texas
Central America. Good morning from like Andre again. There you go. Dan Gambino, where are you checking in from, right? Christian Lopez from Las Vegas. Right on. Kaju Daddy reporting the news correspondence from the Far East, from Japan. Hello, good sir. Ecto-1 checking in from Belgium. I'm assuming that's 7 a.m. Right on. Daniel checking in from South Texas. It is midnight over here. And is Loki showing up? I had to yell at him and I feel bad. He was just making a lot of racket and playing with his toys. And Loki, you okay? Yeah, he's fine. He's okay. Can you see? He's in my camera. He's right on the floor. Hold on. There he is. There he is. Yeah, you can get a little bit of the spotlight. Maybe I may need emotional support once I start tallying up how much is going to be required to enjoy the Batverse here. Checking in from Jersey. Right on. Rudy's 16 World. Victor, Boston, 1 a.m. Hello, good sir. What do we have here? Lake Havasu, Arizona. Checking in 10 p.m. Wow, look at this. We got a little crowd forming here. Yeah, you folks are you folks are feeling it, aren't you? You're feeling that anxiety itch. Can I say right off the bat, I told you so? Can I, Sean? Can I say that? Can I? Because I kind of called this.
I think you did.
Kind of did. I kind of did. Right? It wasn't that long ago, right? When everybody when they announced not only the re-release of the Batmobile, the 89 Batmobile, but the 2.0 version of Michael Keaton. And everybody was just running out in love with it, which is I didn't have anything really negative to say about that. I thought it was a really cool figure. But like I've always shared on my streams, I always think of the now and I always think of the future. And I thought it would have been very foolish to not anticipate a wave, an onslaught of Flashpoint. And as the weeks and the months rolled by and you would see these early preview screenings and everybody it's just been high. It's just been a really high announcement on it. It kept spooking me. I'm like, oh my God, Hot Toys is really, really gonna screw us here. Yeah, did you? But you also saw this too, didn't you? Didn't you also at the time, you kind of knew we were going to get bombarded with Flashpoint stuff. Even back then, this is what? When was this? When was the 89 Keaton announced? I didn't pre-order it. I know you did.
Yeah.
Do you remember the date? How long ago was that? Was that a couple months ago?
Yeah, it was a few months ago. I can pull it up and check.
I'm just curious, just to kind of educate the folks here. I did not day one pre-order it. I did say I was going to get it. But I had to be very careful about painting myself into a corner, so to say. Hello, Martin. Hello, everybody. I know everybody's checking in. I know Eric. Hello, Joey. Eric. It's going to be bonkers. Am I crazy for wanting both Keaton figures? They look great in both ways. No, that's what we're going to talk about. We're all going to join hands together, and we're going to share the pain. Is what we're going to do, because it's going to get really nasty here. The pain. The Batman did it again. I'm tired of waiting for return. Look, either way, I'm screwed, right? Either way, I'm screwed. Either it was going to be a Return of the Jedi announcement because yesterday was or today, right? The 25th is the anniversary for Return of the Jedi when it opened in theaters, May 25th, 1983. So either way, it's screwing the company. It's screwing the collector community. It's still chasing our wallet, and it's still going to do a little big number on us. So we're gonna probably retrace our history here before we get into the Michael Keaton unveil and so forth.
So it dropped February 14th.
February 14th. That was the 80. God, it feels like it was just yesterday, but it was actually quite a bit ago. So March, April, May. So about 3 months average. And did anybody out there? I just want to start opening up to the community here. Did anybody else anticipate it? Because I kind of felt like I was kind of yelling out into a brick wall at the time, where everybody's just, oh, I'm in love with this, and or was it because at the time there was that whole controversy between people were just distracted with the '89 Batmobile? It just, I always feel within this community that I participate in and I live in, I always feel that collectors, hot toy collectors, even 1/6 scale collectors in general, don't think about the future. They don't plan for the future. Do you see that, Hatelorian? I mean, do you see that? Because I'm not on Facebook. Do you tend to see a lot of buyer's remorse on in Facebook land? I'll throw that to you, Sean.
Yeah, yeah, I could see that. Like there'll be people out there when I'm on Facebook. They'll see it like they'll be a little upset that they ordered the '89 because they want the latest one. So I could see that they're gonna be a few people that's gonna drop their deposit or eat their deposit and get the latest Michael Keaton one.
It seems to be the norm, right? The fact that
Yeah.
now we have and it's even titled like the new advanced suit, right? And it's just, well, collectors always tend to gravitate to the new and shiny thing, and a lot of times they'll try to either move their pre-order deposit or in some cases just abandon it all in general. But I don't think you can do that anymore. I feel with the way things are going, with the whole waitlist hashtag waitlist full, you can't get away with doing stuff. You can't throw money away like that anymore, and it's going to definitely paint collectors into a corner. The title of this live stream is called "How Much You Love Michael Keaton," but I really should have added a sub addendum or a little appendix type situation where it should have been "How Much You Really Love Batman," right? Because there is and I'm giving tons of credit here to Hatelorian. He actually was able to do the independent research here. But before I go through the photos, this is just what's active right now on Sideshow. This is the amount of Batman schlock, right? Love schlock, maybe. This is because I dig most of this. I can't get I. This is a huge pill right now, and just when you see it like this, when you see it on a spreadsheet and you see it organized, it really tends to open up the collector's eye. So I give you tons of credit on this because even when you did this and then you sent me the link, even me as a veteran collector, I still kind of gasp and clutched my pearls. I'm like, man, there's a lot of shit out there.
Yeah, when I was putting this together, I was thinking like, damn, I got a lot of money in PO and Batman.
Yeah, right.
It's just like, oh man.
Yeah. Yeah. And then, I mean, look at this. I mean, we speculated, and it's Danoby2 comments on another stream today. Someone said they'll cancel the '89 to get the new one. And that's typically how it works. They're jumping from lily pad to lily pad. And that kind of another similar scenario was Toontown Ahsoka to the live action Ahsoka. And look how that turned out, where the live action Ahsoka was the one that became the chase. And the Toon version, you can't get rid of that to save your life. So Well, shit. Could that happen to the 89 Keaton then?
Um,
What do you think?
I don't know. I'm pretty excited for the 89 because I missed out on the 89. I only got the 92.
I think there could be a repeat history in this. I honestly think that shit. I think the 89 Batman Keaton could become the poor cousin.
Hmm.
I think he could hit the bargain bin, right? I don't know. I'm still getting him, but I'm the way I'm managing my certain situation when it comes to curating my collection. I have to wait till low batch and warning. I cannot, for the stress and for the financial part of me, I cannot uh, blindly day one pre-order this stuff. No, I can't. There's just way too much stuff I want, and for the folks out there, I mean, there's big tickets inbound too, right? There's the DeLoreans haven't even fully committed to their second restructured batch. A follower of mine sent me a photo on the DeLorean. He got his today. So Sideshow just started fulfilling those orders from the improved DeLoreans. Then we have the Ecto-1 After Life. It's kind of inbound either 1 to 2 weeks, depending uh, who's able to confirm it first. We have what? We're 2 weeks away from Flashpoint. June 16.
Yeah, June 16th. Yeah.
June, yeah. And I said it. I mean, I said it from February. That's when you day one pre-order. I'm like, I can't pre-order anything right now, not on the cusp of the Flashpoint. Because my biggest fear, and I feel it's going to get fulfilled, is I'm going to want everything from the film. I'm going to want everything from the film. God, this suit looks badass. I
Yeah,
tell you what, this suit makes the 89 Keaton look like the poor cousin, dude. I shit you not. This is a
yeah.
beautiful fucking suit.
The Keaton nostalgia made me break my my hot toy rule where I won't PO a hot toy unless I seen the movie first. Ever since the whole last Jedi figures that got announced, and then after that movie, it was just so horrible. And yeah, but with this the Keaton, I mean, that head sculpt was so damn good. Like Hot Toys hasn't put out a head sculpt that good since Yondu.
No, it's a very impressive. I will probably not even use the head sculpt. I think the head sculpt is fantastic with the old man Keaton, but I love the suit. The modern day suit. They really it's like the 89 bat suit went through an evolution, and it looks fantastic. I'm still pro Robert Pattinson here. This is the other thing too now. This is where the challenge really hits collectors, and it really starts to test your faith. I can't get every Batman. I can't do it. I I can't, me personally as a collector, I can't get everything. Just because I do Marvel. I'm still committed to Marvel. I still look, I'm going through a Star Wars kick right now. You heard me bitch about I'm trying to chase down more battle droids. I love Batman, but I cannot get every Batman. And I know that the stress is real within the community right now. Where is it fair to say it's confusing, or is that an excuse? What do you think, Sean?
Yeah, it depends what flavor of Batman you're into. Because I mean, some people just like the movies, so you can pass on the video games. Just like I don't get the video game Spider-Man.
So you're, as long as you can kind of like, I don't even have this set, and I know
Oh, that's
this
a
set
good
looks
set.
fantastic. I'm still waiting for this to go into the daily deal. It's it. I have to, because I really want this set. I really, really want this Val Kilmer, but I have to. And then my thoughts and prayers to the Christopher Nolan community. Right, they were super excited about this shit last year, and I was yawning. I'm like, I was there, Gandalf. I was there 3,000 years ago. It's hard for me to get excited for Christopher Nolan in the midst of all this Batman. I don't even have the Bat. Did you get the Bat Pod?
No.
I did not get this guy. I know he's been in the bargain bin for quite a while. I never pulled the trigger on this guy, even though I love the animated film, Batman Ninja, and then the horse, and then you have Mondo, and then you have the tuna aficionados who love the animated aspect of this, and then the Tumbler. I do have the Tumbler. I got it with the daily deal, and then we got the '89 Batmobile. God, we're gonna get another Batmobile, aren't we? We are going to get another Batmobile. Let's go through the comments here really quick. That little history tour. Here we go. I passed on the 89 2.0. I passed on the 89 2.0, anticipating this one. Plus, I'm still happy with my original. See, Rudy, you have the credentials, right? Or the credit, meaning you're not peer pressured to forced into getting the 2.0. If you're happy with the 89 Keaton, I would say ride with it. In fact, I used a similar curating tactic like that because I'm getting overwhelmed. Where I told myself I really wanted the Loki 2.0. It looks beautiful. It's great. It's a great figure. But because I'm overwhelmed in carrying my collection, I still have the original Loki that I purchased back in 2013. So I'm going to have to make do. I'm going to have to, all right, Danoby, you're going to have to kind of suck it. Even though you really want that 2.0, there's just way too much to collect right now. So I'm going to have to settle. So I just had to make a conscious effort on passing the Loki. Have you been, because I know you're really strict, Sean. I know you're really strict with your collection. Are you just going full throttle and not looking back? Like, oh well, if I get punished by history, I get punished by history. Share a little bit of insight here, would you?
Yeah, if I pass on something, I don't look back.
It's done. Then
I kind of learned my lesson after I kind of passed on Krennic.
What do you think?
And then when I had to go back and was able to pick him up.
I joined you on that journey, by the way, because I really wanted Krennic too. I was going through a whole Star Wars kick, and that was it. I hate going back. To me, I think it's stupid.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't think it's a very smart move when you're trying to build a large collection, right?
Yeah.
Regardless if you have the money or not, I don't think it's that. I just think it's going backwards, especially with these 2.0s and the way they keep improving the technology and the figures. It just does not make a lot of sense.
So like some people like the army build and everything else. So like where I had the thing where like I was missing some things, I started like cherry picking certain things, and then when I was missing out on certain figures in Star Wars, and I was like, oh crap, I'm gonna have to go back and try and hunt these things down. Then I just kind of that's when I came up with the rule of one, where like it doesn't matter, I'm just gonna anything Star Wars that comes out, I was gonna day one pre-order it. And I've been doing that for years and years.
And you've also been hit with the dupe bug with Star Wars, right? Because I think you told me you pre-ordered the battle droid or the super battle droids.
Yeah, I wanted to. I was trying to get to some of those like battle droids, the Geonosian ones, and then of course they all sold out. And so then, the super battle droids they're going to be next to hit the wait list. So I just pulled the trigger and got 2 more of those.
Well, that's going to look good with Dooku, right? Didn't I tell you?
Yeah.
Like, you have Dooku. You're going to have 2 super battle droids right next to his badass, right?
Oh, that's going to be sick.
Do you know what Shoji C is talking about? Look, folks, just a quick, I was working until 6 p.m. today, had to run home, get dinner ready, and I quickly kind of put the stream together. So I have not looked at a lot of the details when it comes to the this Keaton Batman. I just know the price. And I did a quick price comparison, but I need to really go a little bit, dig deeper into it. But Sean, you know what he's referring to?
Yeah, there's some weird wording on like when Sideshow put it up on their website, they were saying something like this. It's a first edition. Mm-hmm. And so it's alluding to that this could be a timed edition. It could be so It's so it's a limited edition. How many? It could be a week. It could be 2 weeks. We don't know. It's very vague.
Oh, so peer pressure then. So you're telling me, Danoby,
Yeah.
you're gonna okay. Well, a little bit more. We're gonna need some little bit more of a scientific breakdown here. Hatelorian, say hello to Nate. Look at him, just
Oh, the
sneaking
victim.
in from work. Not
The
making
Nate
your boss.
Meister.
The man, the myth, the hate.
Look at you sneaking in from the storage room, wherever you're at in your break room.
I'm in sort of like in a pies lounge situation. There's no one here today, so I'm like, okay, let me just relax and chill with y'all.
Yeah. So were you able to, Nate? Were you able to look at the history of what's currently on Batman on the Sideshow site? Were you able to take a look at that? I just kind of wanted to refresh the community on there. Like, there's a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Before we get into the Keaton thing, I just look, before everyone's running and hitting day one pre-order, I do want to help hold your hands, folks. Be careful. Things can get really expensive. I get it. This Michael Keaton with the modern suit,
Mm-hmm.
on it already, right? We're gonna go through the photos. I'm sold on it. But before we start kind of beating off and circle jerking, I kind of like to remind a lot of you folks that you guys were all in love with a lot of this shit just a few months ago.
I'm still in love, man. Still in love.
Especially the 89 Keaton. Remember that?
Oh,
Nate,
yeah.
Cypress Farms remembers.
Hello, everybody. How you doing? Hi, thank you. Hi.
All right. So can you see the screen?
Oh, yeah, I see it.
All right. So Michael Keaton, the deluxe version. This is the 2.0, $345. Well, I'm going to want the Gargoyle edition, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the Gargoyle edition. Then we have the brand new, attractive, sleek, shiny Batman modern suit. Pre-order $305. What's creepy about this is that the release timelines are a few months within each other. So if you were to pre-order these two, you're looking at $725. Oh, they don't even know what the shipping is because they're giving themselves an excuse to recharge you in case gas prices go up. So what if you day one pre-order the Batmobile in blind love? That's what tends to happen, Nate. Blind love. $715. You pre-ordered 89 Keaton, you pre-ordered the Batmobile, all three of them. Let's say they all show up together. $1,500, and we still don't know what the shipping is. We still don't know what the shipping is.
I'll tell you this much. It's I'd rather not know the shipping on Sideshow than know the shipping of what Toys Wonderland is going to be doing when this gets released.
This is your future. I'm going to be the ghost of Christmas future here for you, Sir Hatelorian. This is your Christmas future. I don't like this. I don't like surprises like this. I can't operate a business in this holodeck of a collection when there's surprises like that. You may like that, or other collectors out there in the community may like surprises. This to me is a surprise. I like to be in control. Nate, you pre-ordered all this shit too, didn't you?
Oh, yeah.
You're in the same boat too.
Oh, yeah. Me and Hate are just enjoying ourselves in the Titanic until things just bam.
I PO'd it. I didn't say I liked it, but yeah, when it comes in, it's gonna be a tight Christmas for the girls. So.
Oh, snappy. Yeah, I pre-ordered the Batmobile and the 89 Batman, but I was considering getting a second one, but because I was aware that the Flash movie is coming to play and we got Keaton there, there's no damn way in hell Hot Toys ain't gonna miss a chance at another Keaton Batman, right? So that's where now I'm like, damn, okay. I did pre-order it day one today, that one. But I am going to get a second one, too, because that head sculpt is freaking phenomenal.
I love this look right here. This is my favorite. I like this right here. I like the sharp, pointy ears. I like the sleek. I like the black matte finish. Is it a leather cape? Please tell me it's a leather cape. I didn't even look at the description. Nate,
I didn't. Me neither. I didn't have it. I haven't done my stream yet, so I haven't really done the research on what's the leather materials.
So you had a one night stand on a pre-order. You woke up and you're like, you don't even know what you got, right?
I'm just getting it, bro. I'm just getting it. Come on, it was a nice one too. Nice stand. I can't remember it, but hey, let's go.
I think this is the look right here.
Now, here's a good thing too. So from what Hot Toys has been doing with releases so far, the Scarlet Witch, that's not leather. That's not like pleather. It's some type of material that's similar to like pleather. Mm-hmm. So I think that's what they're going forward with, where that they're staying away from pleather, and they're making some type of, they're doing something different to where hopefully now this newer material that's coming into play is going to last longer. And we've been seeing Hot Toys been doing that, adding that to their figures now. So I'm hoping if that cape is not, leather or anything, there is a material they're using that's something similar. Because the Ronin Deluxe set, the whole suit, that's pretty much not pleather. That's something material that feels and looks like pleather.
Ronin Batman, the one from Batman.
No, not the Ronin Deluxe from Endgame. Hawkeye.
Oh, Hawkeye.
Yeah.
I never got that. You got that, right, Sean? You got the.
Oh, the Ronin Hawkeye.
Yeah. God, didn't they take like almost a year to get rid of him with this? They just could not. I don't know why.
At least he's one of the ones that actually is gone from Endgame. Everybody else is still chilling at the Sideshow.
They'll never get rid of Smart Hulk, will they? they'll never. Victor, will they do Supergirl from the movie and how limited they're going to? I think this film will be the new Spider-Man No Way Home. Like Six Mafia was. Remember when Six Mafia was breaking it down to everybody? Everybody's like, "Oh, we all love Spider-Man," and he was running the numbers between $3,000 and $4,000 just for Spider-Man No Way Home. I told him over. I'm like, I think Flashpoint will be the new Spider-Man No Way Home. It'll be an easy 3 to 4K because I'm probably going to want everything from this film, and this is the closure too for my beloved Snyder universe too, isn't it? This is it.
Yeah,
so
I think Supergirl is a cinch for
I think so
to get
too.
made, and Batfleck with that blue and gray suit is an easy win for Hot Toys.
Look at that.
Perfection, man.
That's
wow.
They did a really good job on this guy. God damn. They added the his fucking career wrinkles in there, boy. They added his Oscar win to his face. They just added everything here, boy.
You know what I'm more excited about?
Yeah.
That now since Hot Toys has perfected the Keaton head sculpt and showed up their props, they're pretty much going to be going forward with the Vulture at this point. Yeah.
So?
Yeah.
Don't get me hating, Nate. Don't get me hating.
Apparently, there's some folks in the chat that wants the hate to come through.
Hot Toys ain't gonna be doing no Vulture.
2 Batmobiles coming. Yeah, I think this is something that everybody, any veteran collector, I think there's going to be 2 Batmobiles. I think there's going to be. This is something that I even speculated. I remember even back in February how with the Ghostbusters Ecto-1, right? And it had, and then then the Afterlife, the vintage rusted or whatever, the aged look. I think we're going to get something similar to this, right? Because
do we know exactly what's changed between the 2 Batmobiles? It doesn't seem like there was a whole lot.
It doesn't seem other than it looks old, which I even argue with Pete. I even remember arguing. I go, it's going to be the same thing, Danoby. Hot Toys. I go, why would Bruce Wayne, billionaire playboy, have an outdated vehicle? I couldn't in his art. I just couldn't. His suit got updated, so why wouldn't you assume, unless he's keeping it as a vintage and he has another Batmobile in the film that we're not aware of?
Yeah.
Right. I'm just trying to think of within logic in Bruce Wayne's world where I remember getting DM'd by a bunch of folks. I'm like, it's the same one. Hot Toys will just make it. I go, it's stupid. It doesn't make any sense. Why would he? And look, to add credibility to my theory, his suit has been updated and it looks better.
Oh yeah,
Nate,
this looks awesome.
Nate, this is the old that 2.089. That's the poor cousin, isn't it? That's or is it too soon? Is it too soon to call that?
Wait, you talking about the Batmobile 89 is the poor cousin
I'm
to
talking
the
about the 89 Batman. I kept saying Batmobile, but I'm talking about the 89 Batman, that the 2.0 that was just announced.
okay.
You
Yeah.
can put this in the 89 Batman. That's a
Well,
classic.
yeah, I don't think not necessarily called the poor cousin. It's more like those collectors that grew up with the 89 and they feel that this is my definitive Keaton Batman, no matter what happens going forward, especially with Flash. So that's their option. For me, I did enjoy 89 as one of my favorite Batmans, watching it with my dad. So that's why I have that that nostalgia for that piece to have in my collection. This one, however, I feel it is the superior version.
This one here, the modern version, right?
The modern version, yeah.
Ooh, then that means it makes that one.
Serious robots, but like no design I've ever seen.
Well. Aren't we the poor cousin?
I was looking for an excuse because I'm trying to predict. If I know I could save money by not pre-ordering the 89 Michael Keaton because everyone's now going to gravitate to the new and shiny one, well, then the pressure of me pre-ordering that one has now gone down. Like, cool. And like I had just explained to Sean right before you joined in, I go, look, a perfect example of that was Toontown Ahsoka, right? Toontown. The minute the live action one showed up, no one gave a shit about the cartoon anymore. And look what happened. Ahsoka isn't she a chase? Isn't she sold out on Sideshow, isn't she?
Oh, the live action one, yeah.
The live action one, the deluxe.
Deluxe, the DX.
Deluxe one, yeah. Yeah. So could that possibly happen with this one? And I'm not discrediting, meaning as far as quality and so forth, as far as both Keatons. I'm just right now, I if anything, and I know this is what you've also been doing too, is trying to provide a service to the community. Where is the threat that you need to worry on, and where are the figures that you can kind of relax a little bit on, right? Especially some of us who are on a limited budget.
Mm-hmm.
Look at this clown.
What's popping, people?
You want to get nuts?
Want to get nuts?
Wait a minute. So you already have an 89 Keaton. You don't need the 2.0.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, if you bend it into the Batmobile, it'll probably crack if it's one of the original ones.
Oh, it's hard to get him in the Batmobile. You got to be careful. You got the spikes on his.
The spikes things are a bitch.
Oh, they crack so easy. You got to be super careful.
Yeah. Here we go. Hold on. I gotta give some love here. Andrew Montero, thank you so much for the super chat. What do you think about the InArt and their Batman fig? The Robert Pattinson Batman, right? I'm assuming that's what he's referring to, right, Nate?
Yeah, let me see. What do you think about the InArt and their Batman figure? Yeah, that's the only one that's available right now is the Robert Pattinson one, and the one where Robert Pattinson is just in his casual wear, and then the Batman suit. Those are the two right now. So I'm thinking he's talking about the Batman and the Bat-Signal suit.
Yeah. So before I answer that, though, Cinnamon wants to say thank you.
Wow, thank you so much for the super chat. Danoby extends his gratitude for your support. Trust knowing your contribution helps. Bye-bye.
Why? Okay, so the InArt Batman, I did see that in person.
Oh yeah, you did.
Yes, I did. In the InArts Las Vegas hoopla that everybody was invited to, and I was the only one that showed up. So, including Sean over there, where I think he was at the I don't know, were you sleeping that day? What were you doing?
I was on a date.
You were.
Hey, look at that!
He was on a date with Netflix. But anyway, anyway, I look. It's I hate critiquing figures like that are super high end, and especially from a company that's sitting on 6 or 7 pre-orders, and they barely are able to get the first one out the door successfully, right? If I didn't have my spidey senses tingling within art already, and I was just in love with this figure, which I think the figure looks good, the Robert Pattinson figure, it is the price point. It would not be smart for me to purchase it when I have an affordable alternative, simply because there is just so much to collect.
And here's another thing too. You're also, living on at this point, faith that Hot Toys would bring in the Jack Nicholson Joker to go with your 89 Batman, right? And hey, more power to me. I'll have faith that's coming in. But if I need to, cut the meat, right? Cut the extra meat here and cut the fat at this point, I would just go with the modern version of the Keaton, because it comes with the head sculpt. It comes with, different looks. And the only thing that's going for the 89 is the whole Dio base, which is pretty cool. And it would go great with your Jack Nicholson Joker if Hot Toys ever does release a 2.0.
Yeah, if they ever do. And the other thing too is that look at what's sitting in Sideshow right now, right? Look at where are your loyalties, right? See, this is different, right? Because I remember people would take jabs at me. Well, Danoby, you collect every Iron Man suit and every Tony Stark. But the difference is that there's only been one actor playing Iron Man. There's only been Robert Downey Jr., right? Because I've kind of criticized this. I've been a big staunch critic on this. Like, there's just too many fucking Batmans everywhere. But Danoby, you get every Iron Man. Well, again, it's because it was at the time, I don't know about now, but at the time it was a properly well managed phase 1 through phase 4, and you could never go wrong by having Robert Downey Jr. either help support the film or even a cameo and so forth. Here you have 4, 5, 6 different actors. Jesus, or so there's a flavor of the week here for everybody, and everybody is absolutely entitled to their opinion as to who their favorite Batman is.
Now, I won't spoil it. Now, there is going to be another Batman in the Flash that makes an appearance.
Well, you won't have to spoil it because the director probably next week will friggin' legitimately. So,
it's if you dig out there on the internet, you'll find it. But
yeah,
it is confirmed that it's besides Ben Affleck there and Michael Keaton, there is going to be another Batman.
Ooh, very interesting. There has been talk. There is a third one out there. So
yeah, I expect anything. I expect nothing less than a smorgasbord of fan favorite cameos, right? So it's no. Beetlejuice could be the next. Oh, and then we have, there you go, Keaton Love, Keaton Mania. They started filming this. This shit's actually legit. We're actually getting a Beetlejuice. I saw production photos of Lydia.
Yep.
Like, oh my God.
Beetlejuice. That's coming too, baby. I can't wait. Oh my God. Can you imagine if Hot Toys gets the license for that?
It's Warner Brothers, man. They'll sell it to anybody that has a heartbeat. So, right? I mean, all jokes aside, that's pretty much legit, right? That's Warner Brothers. You write them a check and you have the license. I mean, but I didn't even think about Beetlejuice, right? We'll get like an older version Beetlejuice and then maybe a vintage Beetlejuice. I'd buy them both.
I mean, with all that makeup on, it's hard to tell between a younger and an older one.
That's true. That is true. Yeah. The ghost with the most. Yeah. Everybody in the panel here down for 2 Beetlejuices? Would you buy the vintage and the new Beetlejuice? I probably would.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd buy Beetlejuice. That's
one in a lifetime opportunity there. So yeah.
Do you remember the Sideshow Beetlejuice?
It's so bad.
I've heard about it, and I don't hear great things about it.
Well, Danoby, don't forget about the Batman Armory with Bruce Wayne just released a few weeks ago. This will drive the. Oh, you didn't get that in the history archives, did you?
Oh yeah, it's there. It's
there?
Yeah, it's the number 2.
Oh, it is there.
Yeah, it's right there.
It's right there. That's right. It's right there. Yep, you did get it. You sure? That's right. That armory that everybody gave a thumbs up.
It's gorgeous, man. Shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I PO'd that one. I can't wait to get that one. That'll be my first Bale Batman.
Oh, God, that's gonna be good. And then, this is gonna be interesting. It'll be really interesting to see how much love is still there for Robert Pattinson, right? Kind of. He's not old news yet. It's been what, a couple years?
They're currently working on a sequel as well right now. So
I know they're working on a sequel, but didn't the film come out in 2020? When did Robert Pattinson?
Was it 2021?
Maybe you're right. Maybe it was 2021.
Hmm.
Shit, I don't know. It feels so long ago.
Oh,
now here's the thing, though. I think this Batman over here, not this particular Hot Toys Batman, but I think if the way the NR Joker has been going, I think because of the how late this figure's coming out with the hype train of that film, we might see a downgrade, and not downgrade, but a low hype for this figure. The excitement, because it happened in 2021, right? So I could see people just deciding to cancel this and go for more the hype train, which would be the Keaton Batmans right now.
Damn, it's just, how are we going to survive this, Nate? What do we
survive?
How do we?
we are already in hell, man. We're just trying to climb out.
I just don't. And this was my biggest fear. My biggest fear was the Flashpoint. Because I was looking at my spreadsheet and I knew what I wanted. I was like, well, I'm still gonna get the when it comes to Iron Man, Marvel Iron Man, I'm gonna get the legacy cat. I still need to get still need the suits and the Silver Centurion, and I knew with Star Wars it was easy for me to stay on a specific lane, because with Star Wars it branches out into wacky sub IPs, you Bad Batch and just wacky shit, right? But with DC, they seem to be the big wild card when it comes to collecting. It's the unknown, and I hate to operate in the unknown. I hate this, right?
Yeah, I think anybody who sleeps on this Batman is going to regret it, because when the new Patterson Batman drops, and when that new Joker gets introduced, it's going to revitalize the whole franchise, and it's just everyone's gonna go crazy to try and get try and backtrack and get these figures.
The first suit.
Yep.
Yeah. Let me see. I don't know if we'll see the bat signal come back for this one either.
I didn't even. That's right. Yeah. Oh my God, this is
dude.
Well,
yeah.
and then even so even if you can get, how do you even curate something like this? This is expensive real estate. This is like expensive modu case real estate. What, you're going to cram all this into a couple D-tops? No, right? You got to give it a little bit of lux, but that luxury comes with that expensive real estate. So who gets evicted?
Yeah.
Right? Sean, who gets evicted, right? Because all your module cases are spoken for with Star Wars love. So what do you
Avengers get kicked out of Avengers Tower.
No.
Oh my God. The Avengers get kicked out of the tower. Oh my God, no.
They got evicted.
Wow.
After the shameful phase 4 and 5, they got the boot.
Oh man.
They get demoted to DTOFs.
Demoted to DTOFs. Oh no.
Oh man.
Not like this. Not like this.
And we not like that. I need that meme.
I love that meme.
No, not like this.
I'm gonna take a picture of my Hulkbuster in my DTOF. I'm gonna tag Kevin Feige in it.
Oh, you're gonna have to angle that bad, but I've seen people angle that. You could fit it in a D-top. You just got to angle.
I wonder in the community out there. I wonder in the community of it, but it's just because Sean's right though that collectors who try to chase the dream, they start to liquidate, and I feel Marvel or subsections of Marvel are going to get the short end of the stick, and I would never recommend that, because I would never recommend anybody selling hot toys below retail. That's not how you do that's not how you collect or curate a hot toys collection.
But it's the nature of the beast when it comes to this current market. It's like, as you say in that meme, right? Is the game we play once you get in that chair?
I hate how everybody's just willing to kill Marvel. I hate that shit. No.
Let the threats die. Kill it if you have to.
Oh. No.
Unfortunately, Marvel has left a sour mouth and a sour taste in most people. So
no, there are other alternatives. Look, it's getting competitive. Remember, there's a lot of players out in the field, right? Everybody, like Patton said, this is the year of the bat. I mean,
the year of the bat.
Make the sacrifices. Do what must be done.
It's time to let old things die. Snoke, Skywalker, the Sith, the Jedi, the Rebels. Let it all die. Rey, I want you to join me.
You know, that's my favorite one.
Oh my God, Exo-6, dear Lord.
That is by far my favorite meme that I've created. Hey, tough choices, right? Somebody in the manufacturing list is going to get the short end of the stick. We're in Flashpoint, man. Flashpoint. And then we saw what they can do with the Keaton modern suit, right?
Mm-hmm.
You don't even know what they can do with their Hall of Armor.
What's scary is how many of those suits we're going to get.
If this film breaks $1 billion, I think we're going to get at least half.
This should be easier than getting those Hall of Armor pieces and Iron Man to get them in there. These, you don't necessarily need to freaking pose these. These could all be just power pose figures.
I would not be mad. Honestly, I wouldn't be mad if they went with a more affordable power pose lineup.
Mm-hmm.
Because I would have it lined up. I don't need these inhabited by a human being in some sort of, to me, this look is pretty badass. This is what, 30 years of Keaton Batman lore that's missing, that now as collectors we get to our imagination, we get to fantasize. And and then I've never seen this. This is a really nice shot you got here, Sean. He has an underwater suit, and that is just I'm drooling on that one. Like, I'm looking at that, like, it has like an air respirator on there. My, it looks bad. It looks bad. Again, I think this all depends if this film breaks $1 billion, and I think it is. I think this film is going to create its own flashpoint, its own temporal flashpoint, because I know the studio executives. I know James Gunn is like, we have all this lined up and all this. Loki, can you hear that?
I heard it.
Sorry, Loki. I'm sorry, buddy. I mean to yell at you. Sorry. I know he's over there playing with his toys. I feel bad. I'm sorry, Bubba. You're right.
Is he choking on a Fison doll?
No, he's not. He chokes on rubber. What are you talking about? No, I think it's really funny. I just thought about this, but yeah, I think this film will create its own flashpoint within the James Gunn universe. I think a lot of things will change. I think if this film breaks $1 billion, I think is it Zaslav from Warner Brothers. I think he'll go in and he'll start overriding He'll go to James Gunn. I'm like, you need to get our boy Ezra in here. You need to do this. Let's get more Keaton. If this film breaks $1 billion, I think it'll create its own little temporal flashpoint where things will change. Even though I know James Gunn is in control, it's hard not to imagine that he wouldn't even experience the peer pressure.
Well, he's already kind of get ahead of that because he's already letting out tidbits about Superman Legacy because he's like about that.
Top there at Marshall.
You have to return back to work. Is your break over, Nate? Oh, he's gonna get in trouble. Don't get in trouble with the boss.
Oh, wait, give it a second.
Yeah, go ahead, Sean.
Yeah, so like he was letting some tidbits out. So it's not going to be like a standalone like Man of Steel where it's like world building. He let it out where it's going to be. There's already going to be established what was it? Green Lantern's going to be there, and Green Arrow might be there. Like there might be nods to Oliver Queen, and there could be like nods to Gotham and Batman. And like at the Daily Planet and stuff like that. So there's going to be nods to the expanded.
All right, I'm back.
Universe.
Cool. No, he was just giving us his tad points. And I think going from the Snyder, so comment here from Shoji, I think going from the Snyderverse to what Gunn is planning to do next is just a huge change from the DCU in Hollywood. This could be. I just again, I feel winning changes everything. That's my philosophy. When you start, and then the merchandise revenue, right? Because Warner Brother sells a license to everybody, and you see that revenue, that secondary revenue stream come in. Yeah, and I do believe James Gunn is in charge, but you can't help but wonder that even the peer pressure, sit on his shoulders.
So I wanted to ask you and the panel: Are you relieved or disappointed that we got more of the Batman love during the month of 40th Return?
No, because us old farts like me and Sean, we know that Hot Toys never gives a shit about dates. Is that?
Yep, that's true.
Right?
Yep.
I think I even said I would have been more surprised if they would have recognized the birth date or the anniversary. I think I would have found that more shocking. That if they would have taken that consideration, like, hey, let's release something trivial. I mean, they could have released anything trivial for today. They could have done another R2-D2. They could have done Return of the Jedi R2-D2 with the servant tray off of the sail barge. That's an easy.
I just love how Howard Chan just like, it's the anniversary of Star Wars. Okay, drop some Spider-Man and okay, here's a Batman.
He doesn't care. Yeah. And then
how do you like that, fanboys? I don't care. You're gonna buy my shit anyway.
You're gonna buy it anyway. I thought that's one of the reasons I threw it in the thumbnail. He doesn't care. He's swimming in cash. What are the chances of another Ben Affleck Batman and this friggin' phenomenal crotch rocket here? Damn, I want this everything here. I'm sold.
I think we're in the 90%ers. We're probably going to see this coming in.
I think
that bike is coming in. Hot Toys is going to make that bike. Anything small vehicle, they'll make it for sure.
We would get a new Ben Affleck in the bat suit. I wonder if it'd be flex, because that's some really dynamic posing on there. He's hugging onto that bike for dear life. So that's going to be some new R&D flex technology there. So spread eagle on that without ripping into it.
So I for this one, right, because of how thick boy Affleck is with his suit, I wonder if they'll out to go with a power pose situation, kind of like what they did with the Hulkbuster. They gave you like a bust to go with your Hulkbuster if you didn't want to get a Mark 43 inside there, right? I wonder if they'll do the same thing with this piece.
Did they do that for the Tron Cycle? Like 13 years? I feel like they did that. They did, or was the Tron Cycle sold separately?
No, you had to figure that you could go on the Tron Cycle, but I think there was like some type of correct. I mean, someone in the chat correct me if I'm wrong, but I think there was a weird plastic backing that went on the back of the figure that kind of locked them in.
Okay, so that because even the Tron cycle was extreme dynamic posing,
Yeah.
and I had just assumed that there was a special figure for that. In fact, I remember even in the action figure form, you still needed a special action figure that was molded just to get to fit on the bike. So I had always, I guess in my head, assumed that with the Tron cycle, you need a special. So Nate, you're not wrong to assume that, because that's exactly what goes through my head. Because that right there, he's hugging on that bike for dear life,
Mm-hmm.
and you're gonna need a specific R&D/figure for that. So if they can make my day and sell it as a set, that would be A plus, right?
So, Danoby, they're singing my song, so I'll be back. It'll be
Okay,
about 10
that's
minutes.
fine.
So I'll just mute myself. You can keep me out, and I'll be over here. Unless you want to keep me over here, I'll just
Yeah.
mute myself.
No, that's fine. Just move. The figure was attached to the bike. I'm assuming he's referring to the Tron cycle.
Oh, okay.
Maybe so. Maybe that's what it was. I just remember, because when you have bikes that are just that fast, and I just remember it was just more of a dynamic pose. But again, I'm sold on this, but I'm also sold on the Robert Pattinson. But see, it's gonna make this is tough, right? What would you rather have, the Robert Pattinson vintage bike, or would you have Ben Affleck's? It's tough. I mean, if you're on a limited, and most hot toy collectors are, right? They're just you could only get so much, and you only can pick one bike. I'm gonna speculate it's gonna be this one.
It's like Sophie's Choice.
Yeah.
It's really hard for me to place myself in that position, because I just like, all right, no, I'm gonna like start selling pints of my blood to be able to get both.
It's bonkers insane. And folks are watching. This is not. I don't think this is a spoiler. This information was released by the director, and it seems to be floating everywhere through all the trade sources. But not this here. But I do want to talk about this guy here, because it's been rumored that Nicolas Cage is in the film in a cameo, and it's just one of those situations that. So I apologize if you think this is a spoiler. I would not have talked about it if it was not released by the director of the film on purpose, and that's why I was joking earlier with Sean. I'm like, he's probably going to release more of his damn. Like, I would love to go into this film as blind and naive as I can, but I feel like by the time I get to the theaters, everything is just going to be, out in the bag, cat in the bag. And Sean, I don't know if you know this or not, but the folks at CinemaCon who got to see the film, they did not sign. They didn't sign any non-disclosure agreements. Did you know that?
No,
I did not. I only know that because John Campea let it out. He goes, yeah, we all went in there, and he goes, if I want to spoil the film, I can. He joked about it, and he goes, I won't. But anybody that saw it at CinemaCon did not sign a non-disclosure agreement. So that's kind of stupid on Warner Brothers' part that they let this large press
or kind of genius, considering how bad indie kind of is doing with reviews, where if they're very confident in Flashpoint, let the cat out of the bag. Let them talk about it if they're that confident about it.
Not the peas, not the bees, not the peas, not you're going to get 10 points, but not the bees. Not the bees! Never forget watching Wicker Man with Nicolas Cage. I'm like, what the hell did I just watch? Yes. Yeah, it's just common practice in with studios that if they have a surefire winner, it's better to capitalize on the free press and the hype, and then by not signing a non-disclosure agreement, you can get the word out, and I'm just kind of getting tired of, Stephen King saw the film and he thinks it's the best. I'm like, God damn it! Like, I get it. It's been hyped for so much, and like, I get it. I bought the Blu-ray from the director of the Nicholas. Did you ever see that documentary?
Oh yeah,
the Rise and Death of Superman with Kevin Smith. Did you ever see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I bought the Blu-ray. It was fascinating, the stuff that they were doing. Yeah.
I can't believe the script that Kevin Smith wrote for it.
Yeah,
That was bonkers.
He was but he didn't complete the script though, was he? He was one of the writers though, wasn't he?
Yeah, they gave him the boot.
They gave him the boot, but he wanted to bring in some of the classic stuff, and they didn't go with it. That was one of his.
He was like writing some crazy like Brainiac thing with spiders and like mechanical spiders and everything.
The mechanical spiders were not him though. It was the producer who was married to Barbara Streisand. He's the one that wanted spiders. Remember that? That was his argument. Kevin Smith wanted the two things that I've always wanted in a Superman film. And it was Brainiac and then a sub-story of Mxyzptlk, which I think, or depending on how you pronounce him, because I know in the Lewis and Clark show, the 90s, they pronounced him Mxyzptlk. But I've always wanted to see the character in the screen, and Kevin Smith and they thought it was too wacky and goofy. I'm like, no, you can do Mxyzptlk very well in the film. You can make him essentially like DC's own Loki if you wanted to. You know, if you write Mxyzptlk really well, he can be a mischievous trickster, evil, maniacal. He could. That was just amazing. And so Kevin Smith talks about that. I'm like, yeah. And yeah, it was the producer, I forgot his name, who was married to Barbara Streisand. Yeah, there you go. Thank you. I knew somebody here was going to start correcting me. John Peters is the producer's name. He wanted no suit, no flying, and fight a giant spider in the third act. He's correct. He sort of failed upwards, as Kevin Smith puts it. There you go. Thank you, Samuel Shin. That's exactly. He wanted a Superman with no cape. I remember that. And Kevin Smith wanted. Come on, Brainiac. It worked. I mean, and then so a robot warlord with drones. Oh, well, DC didn't want to do it, so Age of Ultron gets it. That's essentially what it was, right? Kind of, right? You know, Age of Ultron was Brainiac, except I think what Kevin Smith wanted was Brainiac with the polo, with the pink polo and the white collar, and like the underoos, which I thought would have been badass. I thought that would have been a badass look. Do you know which Brainiac I'm talking? Like the early late 70s. I go, oh, that would have been fucking awesome. I don't know who Bray Wyatt plays Mxyzptlk. I don't know who that actor is. You know who he is?
No,
I don't know. Did you? Yes, I think you're right. I think our cyborgs are getting charged tonight because I day one pre-ordered it. Did you get your? Yeah, so that would be tonight. I can't wait to get Cyborg. Yeah. Yes. Howie Mandel did play Mxyzptlk on the Adventures of Lewis and Clark. That's the one with Dean Cain. And I do remember that episode. I do remember Howie Mandel playing Mxyzptlk. Yes, a wacky. He played him just like Loki. I'm telling you, there's a goal. Like, I get it. You don't want Mxyzptlk as your A story. But to have him in a B story, right, you know, as another, oh my God, that's just missed opportunity. Missed opportunity. But yes, that's what Kevin Smith. But yes, Nicolas Cage was eager and willing the way I heard that. And it's just a cameo, but we've seen Hot Toys make figures off of cameos before.
I kind of get this vibe. He in that picture there, he puts off this like a Chris Angel Mind Freak vibe.
He does. He does. I wanted to. Is it this one? And then you had this one here. Then I just don't. Look, I like Nicolas Cage as an actor. Could you have seen him as a Superman at the time? Be honest.
I think Burton. It kind of came out like how when Michael Keaton was announced as Batman, everyone was like, Keaton, no, but then when you saw him on screen, it's like, oh, that's Batman.
Oh, okay, yeah, you're
like,
right.
And then I think Burton had the same thing with Nick Cage here. I think you're looking at him right now. You're not seeing him like just seeing pictures, and I think you're like, oh yeah, he looks silly and everything. I think when you see if Tim Burton directed him, and we saw a film I think we'd be saying, "Oh yeah, Nick Cage is the best Superman."
Yeah, no, I think you're right. It's one of those things that you have to take a leap of faith in the director's ability,
Yeah,
and then you judge. But yes, you're right, because it's hard to, because you're right. I do remember that even in the up until Batman, I was still old enough. I remember that people just could not believe that Michael Keaton was going to play Batman, because he was up until that point he was a comedian. But Tim Burton
oh
saw,
yeah, that was Mr. Mom.
yeah, that was Mr. Mom.
Yeah,
That was
I remember I was a huge Batman comic book collector
Mhm.
and everything, and I was just like, and then when I heard that Keaton was going to be Batman, I was just like, what? No, and I was just like, I was like being little Hatelorian, and just thinking that was the dumbest choice ever. And then when I saw it, when I showed up on a Friday and went and saw it, and I was out of there, and I was like, all right, go to Walmart. I got to buy the merch.
Mhm.
I couldn't. It's just like, it was awesome. I had to go see it again and again and again.
Yeah. It was I mean, I'm trying to no.
If anything, I would say that was the first real, like, next to the Superman, but that was the first like a comic book movie that was dark.
Batman 89, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I mean, that's a good valid point. I just don't see Nicolas Cage as Superman. I understand the story. I find the production story just more fascinating. I don't, me personally, I don't think he looks good in the suit. And like the comment said, it's hard to see him with that hairline. But again, performance wins everything. I mean, the film was a huge success. It just wouldn't be one of those situations that would really bug us. But plus, I'm assuming too, he's also going to get an updated Superman suit too. He's in the film, assuming it's just a brief cameo. But yeah, it makes you wonder how successful this film is going to be and how many characters we're going to get. I'd buy Nicolas Cage if Hot Toys decided to take a leap of faith on a cameo figure. I would definitely get him, and then
Oh, heck yeah.
Supergirl too. I think Supergirl is going to be another win-win. It's not, and I don't have any problems with the actress or the performance. I have a problem accepting the suit, and I wonder if I'm the only one that has that.
Now, I originally had I was iffy on the suit at the beginning, but it's kind of grown on me.
Okay. It's okay. I just the suit, the pattern, the style. It's very radical. It's just a radical design, and I guess maybe once I see it in action, and maybe there's a little bit of history, or because her suits are usually, weren't the suits made by the Kryptonian ship, right? So maybe her birth is just different, or the symbol.
It's made of the same material.
It's made of the same material. I just don't like the color patterns of it. Did Henry Cavill's suit cover him from toe to neck? Was it all full body too? I think it
Yes.
was. I'm looking at
Yeah.
it. Hold on. Yeah.
I think the neck, a little bit
The
more neck
neckline.
showing.
Yeah, you know what it is? It's the neckline.
Mhm.
Because I'm looking at my Hot Toys Henry Cavill figure, and he has a neck, and they don't give her a neck. They kind of cover her up. Maybe, look, I'll confess, I wanted to see a little bit more skin. All right, so sue me. I wanted just a tad bit more skin. All right, I was trying to be
You
civil
wanted
about
that
it.
Power
goddammit.
Girl. You wanted the Power Girl costume.
Look, I'm not asking for like a midriff. I don't need to see her belly button, but maybe a short sleeve, right?
You wanted the skirt.
Huh?
You wanted the.
No, I knew the skirt wasn't going to work. I just, no. You're not going to fight crime in a cheerleading skirt. No, it looks beautiful. It looks hot in a comic book. It sells comic books, right? But no. I mean, she needs the pants. She needs the long. Could she have worked? I think it would have worked a little bit better, maybe if it was a short sleeved suit with a longer V line on the neck. Boots, no. You can't. I know people were looking. All right, I was like, but you can't do a skirt though. That's the problem with this look. It's just not gonna. It's crazy that Henry. I'm looking at Superman. I'm like, he shows more skin than she does, and just like they kind of covered her up like for religious reasons. Kind of. I'm trying to. I don't want to say the M word. What is she? She's like. She's almost need. She's like 3 inches of fabric away from covering her hair type deal.
Curious to know how her cape is attached to her back.
Huh. Yeah, that is odd too. That is the whole thing is just really odd. But again, it's not a deal breaker. If Hot Toys makes her, I'm gonna probably buy it. I feel like I'm 95% confident I'm probably gonna be getting everything out of this film. And it's just I think her performance is gonna win. Here's a better look right here. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, that's a great look there too. Has this look ever been used? I'm looking on the comments. Can someone confirm? Has this suit look ever been used in was a director inspired by some past comic book issue? Because I would probably like that a little bit better. Because I know they tend to look for inspiration from past series or past comic books, and maybe they were inspired by that. Let me see. Yeah, I mean, do you feel that way, Sean, on this comment? Do you see?
A little bit. There's a couple of classic Supergirl suits that definitely would have been cool to pay homage to. Yeah, I just like how it goes right up to her neck. It just feels like constricting. It's like it just kind of like you just kind of want to like.
Yeah. And especially that, if you have the Henry Cavill suit, he's also covered too, but yet he's showing more skin. But yet with her, let's cover her up, and you couldn't have given her like a V line. I don't know, a more feminine V line, to say the least, right? Just giving her a little bit more something, but it's okay. It's not the best Superman suit. I mean, I didn't think the suit that Nicolas Cage was wearing from those past stills were great, but if I had to pick one or the other, I probably would pick Nick Cage's suit better. And I'm hoping that his suit gets updated for the film. So be something to look forward to. Yeah, Victor, there's nothing, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I mean, he says, I believe the Supergirl suit's from an Elseworlds storyline in the comic books. Thank you. So if it is inspired by a comic book storyline, then I'm fine with that. Because I know from what I understand, there's a ton of Easter eggs in this film. Maybe that's how it's going to get its $1 billion. Repeat viewing.
Hello.
What's going on, Nate?
Yeah,
Nate, would you see this film twice?
Yeah. I was watching this film twice.
Yeah.
I've already watched Guardians twice.
Did you? You saw Guardians 3 twice?
Yeah, I saw it twice. I had to get my my second batch of tears at this point. That movie just gets you, man.
God. Would you see this twice, Sean, if it was good?
If it was good, I'd see it twice. I think the last movie I saw twice was Endgame.
The last movie I saw twice was Infinity War. I couldn't sit through Endgame twice in the theaters. It just broke my heart.
Before Guardians, I think it was Spider-Man. I saw twice in theaters.
Oh, you know what? Bullshit. Spider-Man No Way Home I saw twice.
Yep.
I loved it so much.
Okay, I stand corrected. Yeah, it was.
I did see it. But I have a rule about seeing films twice. I have to see it in a different format. So if I saw it in IMAX the first time, then I'll see it in regular. Or if I saw it regular the first time, then I'll do IMAX 3D or something. So, but I do. Yes, you're right. Spider-Man No Way Home was phenomenal, and I did see that twice. I think the second time was IMAX 3D. I always
IMAX 3D.
Yeah. For shits and giggles, because the first time I like to see it in high def, DP, just 2-dimensional, because I'm scanning the screen for Easter eggs, and then I'll go home and then I'll watch the breakdown Easter egg videos, and then I'll go and I'll see it again for fun.
Oh yeah, just to catch them. I think I did that for Revenge of the Sith when I saw it twice in theaters. So for the first time, and then on the same day, saw it twice. But watching it a second time, the internet was just blowing up with Easter eggs already. And I was like, okay, so during that time, I watched it the morning of, and then watched Revenge of the Sith again that night, and I watched all the Easter eggs that same day.
I watched Endgame 6 times in 1 month. My dad passed away. Sorry to hear that. Passed away the week the movie came out, and I needed distraction. So if you need a distraction, so that's probably a fair one. So Samuel Shin says it is based off of the suit is based off of Injustice. It's from Injustice. Okay, all right. So Laura, I don't think I've ever played Injustice. Anybody here in the panel played Injustice?
Yeah, I played the first one. Never got into the second one, and I heard the second one was okay, but I did play the first one. Yeah, the first one was really a fantastic. It was underrated because it was underrated at the time.
Are we down for another reissue of Zod? I think he's going to get reissued.
At this point, it'd probably be 2 Escopes. One with a stern look and one with the grinning smile he has.
Oh, that's right. That was one of the biggest faux pas, right? Was his angry medicine face. They never gave Zod just a neutral face, did they?
No.
Do you have the original one? I never bought the original Zod. I had multiple opportunities. I never bought them.
No, I never got him.
It's cheap. He's cheap to get, but I never really went back to get him personally at the time. But now, since we're going to get possibly a 2.0, I wouldn't mind picking him up now.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind either. Yeah,
I wonder if he's the main baddie of the movie, though.
No, I think there's somebody else. We've seen some spoilers. Not Tom McFarlane's page has some spoilers in there, so I don't recommend going in there. But there's some figures in there that is hiding the third villain in there. So,
is it like a Reverse Flash or something like that? Or
something like that. That's what my guess is. So, So I say be careful going to Tom McFarlane's page.
Yeah, he doesn't give a shit. He's just marketing everything, is he? He's
Yeah.
They don't.
Honey badger of spoilers.
Yeah. Did you? And I'm pretty. Did you? Has anybody? Please, no spoilers. But I'm kind of curious, and I'm going to ask the question to Sean first. Have you been on Wikipedia? Did you already read the synopsis of the film?
No, I haven't.
No, I stay clear from that.
Okay, it's on there, and I know it is because again, once I learned that there was no non-disclosure agreement signed, I know the wiki page already pretty much has this. So it's just being able to navigate that or that urge, because I really want to go into this film, and especially since James Gunn seems somewhat confident that this universe, the Zack Snyder universe, everything gets resetted. And I'm dying to find out how they're going to pull that off.
Yeah, because it's actually getting good word of mouth, and it has some good hype about it. I'm actually making a point of not diving into spoilers or anything else like that.
Yeah.
I
think good word of mouth is one of the reasons why Guardians right now is about to hit $1 billion. So
it's getting there, isn't it?
Yeah. It's I think it just hit 800 million this past weekend. So.
God.
Yeah.
It's a good movie. Guardians 3.
I'm gonna wait for Disney Plus. Am I allowed to wait for Disney Plus?
No, yeah. It's okay. It's okay.
I mean, I know there's I've shared to you my situation with Guardians of the Galaxy 3 where it's just I've never really particularly liked them. I felt like I was peer pressured into watching those films because it was part of a larger story. And once Thanos died, I'm like, why do I care about this team? So I'm gonna wait for Disney Plus.
Oh my gosh. What would it take to get you to come back to do Finn again?
In what?
I mean, I don't know if Finn is.
You ain't gonna Disney Plus me.
You know how to cram it in. I think. You know
I love that. I love that.
meme. That's one of my favorite memes.
So Danoby, with the current climate of pre-orders and what have you, I think the one thing I am quite it's refreshing to know that you have between 4 to 8 months to figure out if you need to purchase a figure or not. Because through the wait lists and what have you, you still have time to figure out what you want in your collection.
You do. You absolutely do.
Mm-hmm.
That's a whole new Batwing.
It is, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. Is that the one that McFarlane has on his site pre-ordered? It's that one there, right, Nate?
Yeah, that's the one.
Damn. He's asking $250, and it's like a 1/10 scale Batwing, nice detailed. I saw the photos of it. I'm really impressed by it. McFarlane is such a slippery slope with those figures.
So here's the thing with that piece. It looks cool. The only problem is for $250, you expect the weight to merit that. It's somewhat light for a $250 piece. So that's what I've been reading. That's what I've been hearing from reviews, that it looks nice, right? But it's doesn't have that heft to it.
Mm. And then, yeah, and I get it. I know it's a far stretch right now with Hot Toys kind of overstretching themselves, but the possibilities of them potentially making a Batwing, even at 1/12 scale, because they've done that before. They've done the small. They did the Bat, the Christopher Nolan, the Bat. That was in 1/12 scale, and I don't think I would be mad if Hot Toys made a 1/12 scale Batwing. To be honest with you, I think I would. I think I'd go for it.
I think it'll be cool just to have that. Yeah, I think with your prowess, Danoby, the way you did your vehicle and what have you, you should be able to handle this piece and put it in the foreground and make it look like it's part of the display.
And I know it's one of the situations that the community would find a reason to bitch about because, well, you can't fit a Hot Toys into it. I mean, there's always a reason to complain about something with Hot Toys, but it's one of those things like it probably wouldn't bother me. What are your alternatives if you wanted a 1/6 bat? Well, first of all, is Jazz Inc. making the Flashpoint Batwing?
Haven't heard yet.
No, well, he kind of alluded that he wasn't going to do it because based on the numbers that he got for the 89 Batwing, he said he was very unlikely to do the Batwing from this one. Never say never, but he seemed very unlikely he was going to do it.
And that's fair. I mean, he saw his pre-order numbers, so. But again, I think a lot of that has to do that he's making smaller batches and he's charging more. So you're gonna run into spooking collectors.
It's a $2,700 piece.
Yeah, and you can kind of get probably most of the Flashpoint line through Hot Toys for that type of money. So probably not all, but
it's just a lot of sacrifice. So
it is. It really is, and not to and see that's the other thing too. And I know some collectors are probably prideful and probably never admit this, but the fact that they took that lunge and pre-ordering the 89 Batwing, and then you see old man Keaton kicking ass in this thing, you're gonna like, that subconscious is gonna kick in. I'm like, this one's better.
Oh, the buyer's regret situation.
Yeah, like a buyer's remorse, but like an undercover buyer's remorse, because they'll probably never admit it. But
today I saw a post saying that I'm going to cancel my 89 Batman for the new improved version. So I've been seeing people do that.
Well, Daddy Howard gave me, he pulled the fast one on me again with that 89 release of the 89.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
by showing off that Batcave diorama
computer
there.
Yep.
Oh, look at this shiny back computer diorama. We're like wouldn't you like this 89 re-release of Keaton to go with, with this back computer diorama look really awesome with this.
Ooh, that's yeah.
Yeah, wouldn't this look awesome? Yeah. Okay, yeah. Better pre-order that 89 Keaton.
That's how they get you.
Okay.
You don't.
We're never going to see that. You're never going to see that diorama ever again. Now.
that vintage 89. You don't think it's such an easy mold too. It's not even complex. It makes you, unless they feel it's not worth their time, like they're not going to sell enough units, because everything about it seems very simple. So it's not like it's a complex head sculpt or intricate wiring like a DeLorean, like a Hot Toys DeLorean. Like, it seems pretty cut and dry to make a bat diorama setup. It's probably one of the reasons too they've never moved forward with the diorama setup with the Mandalorian. I thought that was a missed opportunity. I would have.
Yeah, definitely.
I would have probably bought multiple of those and lined them up in the back of a Machi case and created a whole little.
Wow.
Yeah, that's such a. I've always loved.
Yeah, you're right, because it's such a generic look, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we've seen that already multiple times throughout, the Star Wars mythos, right? With Tatooine and Navarro. Yeah, so yeah, that should work. Yeah, you would be able to buy 2 or 3 of them and line them up.
3 of them, paint, maybe mod one of them so it doesn't look like it's cloned. And you could have, within a module case, you can create a really nice setup. So again, I guess maybe they feel it's not worth their time, right? Or maybe the tooling is expensive. Typically when parts are larger, right, it's more, the steel tools are just a lot more expensive. I'm guessing that was one of the reasons that Exo 6 never moved forward with the holodeck archway, right? They showed a lot of wonderful stuff. Was it 2 years ago, Sean? And they're like,
yeah, I always thought when we saw that the diorama for the Navarro there for the Mandalorian, I always thought that, okay, yeah, well, be so easy for like a third party company just to make 3 or 4 versions of generic streets where you can just like connect them and make a long street corridor or something. Like you can interchange all these different parts and just make it. And then not only that, then you can take that same idea and just make a normal New York street scene, like, do something like that. Or like, I'm surprised, quick
thing, Danoby, did you talk about that time exclusive cowl there?
I did not. I was not educated on it, and Sean kind of touched on it. But if you want to touch on a little bit more, please do.
So far, we are in the dark about what a time exclusive situation is with this, because it seems like it's like a first edition time exclusive, right? But to what end? When do we get the notice that this will be like, okay, caught off the first edition, and then they go into the regular editions, right? So my guess is they'll probably do a situation where it'll probably do like a summer showcase, timed exclusive. I hope it would. So it gives the idea to the collectors, like, okay, so what is determined? Let's say, for example, I pre-ordered this today, right?
Mm-hmm.
Am I still considered a first edition buyer if I don't complete my payment first? Or do I get handled with the second edition or the basic edition stuff when I don't pay off my piece in time? So that's what I'm curious about.
And there's no date or time, nothing. It's
not yet.
It's
not
all
yet.
Like oh my God.
Mm-hmm. I think want to pre-order this without question, but I'm just trying to figure out, okay, am I still considered a first edition? Because going forward, there's no exclusive, because they could have done like an exclusive special edition piece option and then put a time exclusive there, and that's it. But they didn't do that. So I wonder if they're going to update it going forward, where like, okay, timer is up. You got about a week and a half to pre-order this within that time period to get the first edition accessories. If you don't, then it's going to get moved over to a basic edition without the photo of the extra cowl.
That's why you pre. Was that your logic for day one pre? Because you're a little bit conservative when it comes to day one pre-order. And was that
Yeah.
because it's a good motivation. I do like that accessory, so I do have to put that into my algorithm to calculate. I'm like, I really don't want a day one pre-order this, because here's the thing: there's a good probability we're gonna get another Keaton Batman. What if he goes through suits? What if we don't know? That's the problem, right? I would have, and I'm telling the community now, I would exercise. I get it. This is a beautiful figure. I see nothing wrong with it, but I would still exercise caution. What if there's another old man Keaton wearing a different suit? Remember, one of the alternate Flashes wears a bat suit, and it looks like this one, painted in red.
You know what they can always
I thought it
do?
was the 89 suit that was
I
painted.
think it was this one, but I don't know because it's just grainy images. I think it's this suit painted. Why would, again, and I'm trying to use Bruce Wayne logic here. Why would you give an outdated suit, 30-year suit, whatever, to an alternate Flash that's a speedster that, his stuff breaks, he generates heat, right? So I don't know. I mean, I'm just, and I don't want to read this, and I guess I could, but I don't want to cheat. I just want to. So I'm trying to kind of.
So I want to bring up Shoji's question here, or Nate. Do those that order in the Asia or secret base considered first edition customers? Here's the thing, though. Sideshow also has that in the description and the photo of the first edition cow. So is Sideshow also considered first editions?
See, great. Yeah, that's definitely one for our viewers who are from overseas. They can answer that. But before they do, though, I want to give a little bit of love here to Gambino. Thank you so much for the $2 super chat. The twins say thank you.
Excellent. Thank you kindly for the generous super chat. Danoby2 extends his praise for your support.
Appreciate it so much. But yes, I would love to know what type of, because. And here's the other thing too, Nate. What if Ezra Miller's Flash has some sort of, because he goes through different suits?
Oh dear God! Oh, they're gonna make me want to. Damn it, man! They're gonna make me pre-order the whole set.
This
early.
Is why I'm very.
Dear God.
Yeah.
That's why you just if you day one pre-order, then you're just not. You don't have to Of course, you're going to get the first edition if you day one pre-order.
Oh, look who we have here. KG Hobby.
Hey.
Hello, KG Hobby. Hot Toys Hong Kong never mentioned the time on the first batch exclusive parts. So KG then says, presume all the orders in Secret Brace are included in the CAL. So a marketing tactic then, right?
Possibly.
It's them evolving into.
Well, so maybe Sideshow is just doing something a little evil, just saying okay, we're only going to do a limited batch. We're only going to buy so many of these.
Most of the 2022 and 2023 pre-orders are limited batch anyways, though.
Yeah. And a viewer of mine sent a photo of the Secret Base. Unfortunately, it's just not a high-res one, but the cowl is there. You can see it because it's on display already at Secret Base. So maybe it's just everybody, and maybe Sideshow is, you better get it while it's hot type deal. Maybe, So could be.
Mm-hmm. You know what they could also do? They could also go into. I said it before. You know how Mark 85 has a battle damage version? They could always do a battle damage version for this.
They could.
Uh-huh.
Andrew Montero, great stream, man. I met you at San Diego last year and took a picture with you. I'm friends with O'Reilly Reviews. You guys were great at Vegas event. Well, thank you so much, Andrew. Thank you so much for the super chat. I actually do remember you, and I do remember you at San Diego Comic-Con too. So, and I'll be there. I'm still going, even though Sideshow can't foot the bill. I will still be at San Diego Comic-Con, most likely covering what else is trending, what else is hot, because there's still all the other companies and manufacturers are still going to be there. Hasbro, Mattel, NECA, McFarlane, all the companies that are making money will be there. So
me and Nate will be online trying to chase try to be first in line to get hand in disguise.
Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
Like a
Cinnamon says thank you.
Wow, thank you so much for the super chat. Danoby extends his gratitude for your support. Trust knowing your contribution helps. Bye-bye.
You know, that collection has evolved. That's I'm gonna have to get Cinnamon to do an update here.
Oh boy.
Our wallet.
Our wallet.
We should get I've been messing around with the AI lately. We can get do a version of AI Howard Chan.
Oh, I was gonna say I thought you meant like an AI Cinnamon. I'm like, I don't want her with like 6 fingers and shit. I've seen that crap. That's some creepy AI nonsense there. They end up with like a third eye and 6 fingers. You're like, ew, no, you don't want that nonsense. Nate, how are you going to be posing the new Old Man Keaton with the cowl or without the cowl? I love the cowl.
Well, if I was going to go only with one, right? Because I'm getting 2 of these because I can't. I just can't do one.
You kids are out of control. I'm gonna have to sit down and have a talk with your parents. You can't.
I'm a mess. I'm a mess. No. I'm the victim.
No, folks listening, don't do it. Look, at least, and even Sean broke his rule. At least wait till the film comes out because you don't know how many costume changes Michael Keaton is going through. You just don't know. Again, we know one of the Flashes has a painted bat suit on. So it's just, it could be a different suit.
Yeah.
We just don't know. We just don't know unless you cheat. And
no, you're right. You are absolutely right. But if I was going to go with one, I would like to go with the smirk right there. The smirk on the right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably the one I'm gonna go. Yeah, is he smoldering in the middle? Is he ready to? Is he ready to like to? Can I say this? Is he? It looks like he's ready to. Fuck. Right? It looks like he's ready to grab some hips there. Wait a minute.
Yep. Daddy chill.
Hold on. This is the family show here. I'm just like, I go. That's pretty. Yeah. You can have some fun with Keaton here.
Oh, Nelly.
What will the neighbors
the middle one could also be like his bat suit is smelling a little funny.
That can work too. There you go. And then the one on the left is like, God, I got to put this bat suit on again. Jesus, someone shoot me. So here you go. Shoji. Because Danoby, when a figure releases in Asia, the secret base customers line up in line to pick up the orders on release day. There have been YouTube videos in the past release date pickups. Yes,
I think it's still referring to the whole first editions.
Yeah, they're out of control. I've said it. I think I even sent Mr. Mom's collectible. I think a text and it said, "You're out of control." Dude.
He is also getting 2, which I'm surprised. I'm like,
he's also he also knows I'm gonna wag my finger at him because he's also going hard on jazzing too. So he's taken like a leap of faith. We're talking.
Yeah, but he wants to. He's taking the jazzing challenge at this point. He wants a 4K blast, both the '89 Batmobile from Hot Toys and jazzing, just to see.
I mean, he's like, where he's part of that where they're all wearing the same Nike shoes and the Nike track suit with the stripe and drinking some, and he's ready to go up.
Well, the thing is, you got to respect him because he is fully going into Keaton as far as like that's his favorite film franchise as far as Batman's concerned of all time, and he will collect pretty much almost anything he can that has to do with '89.
I pick on him with love, but he gets a pass card with me because he is a Back to the Future aficionado. He's part of the family, like Don Toretto says, you're part of the Back to the Future family. The family's a beautiful family. So he gets the pass on that just because the fact that and I know because he went through the same pain I did with the DeLorean, with the QC issues, but you cannot not love the DeLorean.
The pain.
The pain, and it's just like it's my baby. I mean, it's up there. You see my DeLorean up there. Is it powered up? It better be powered up. There it is. It's up there. So yeah, I just can't. And then Nate, I got to figure out how to pick up a dupe. I need that.
So hey, Sideshow's getting their batches in again. So, and I think because of the word of mouth and the review so far about the piece, this piece might be able to sit for a bit on sideshow.com.
I hope
get into in stock, and you hit that 10% off coupon, and there you go.
Yeah, I really, really hope so. If it, but the minute that I see low batch, Nate,
blue screen, I know.
Blue screen, you got to send out a flare.
I know, I will.
And, we gotta, because I'm like, no, because
that's gonna hurt me. That's gonna hurt me so bad.
Yeah, once it's gone, it is gone.
Mm-hmm.
I love how this cowl has that Tim Burton flare right at the bottom with the little like the little wavy pointy things. It has that Tim Burton signature.
It has that love. You can tell how he just felt that Howard. He definitely wanted to put some love into this piece.
I thought Howard Chan was in love with Star Wars. I keep hearing different what he loves more because look, everybody has their favorite child, and I always thought Howard Chan's favorite child was Star Wars.
Yeah, Return of the Jedi. It is.
Yeah.
To be fair, like I know we didn't get anything for 40th anniversary, bombastic for Return of the Jedi, and we still got throughout the year or so, right? But look at how many figures so far we got from Return of the Jedi line. So far, that's a lot of damn figures.
Yeah.
Multiple Luke Skywalkers already from Return of the Jedi, multiple Darth Vaders now, the quarter scale Darth Vader, Boba Fett's, multiple freaking Boba Fett's, and then Palpatine, the Royal Guards, the Stormtroopers. I mean, he threw in a lot for Return.
What do you think is so you agree then his favorite child is Star Wars then?
Yeah, I think Star Wars will always be his favorite child at this point. But then he does have his mistresses and his second kids and stuff like that. So of course he got to show that love as well.
What do you think, Sean? What do you think Howard Chan's favorite kid is?
I think it's his favorite kid and it's his problem child too.
Star Wars. Oh, look at that! We have a retailer confirm and say, yeah, Howard's a big Star Wars fan. So I always felt it was Iron Man, but I don't know. I mean, everybody changes with
you know what? I think Iron Man is his child that made it through college, after college, making bank, right? It's his most successful child. But, he still has love for that child too, but his favorites always will be Star Wars. You see what I'm saying?
I think Iron Man is the child that he always wanted.
My God. No.
And then, but he also has a fascination with Keanu Reeves, and what's his face, Johnny Depp.
Depp.
Yeah, he has a love. He has a love for those two guys too.
Yeah, if he could marry Johnny Depp, I'm almost certain he would marry Johnny Depp. Could pump out a bomb and he would still make the figure for Johnny Depp.
But you know who he doesn't like? Harrison Ford.
Yeah.
No hot toy for you, Harrison Ford.
No solo love.
You
no indie love. we ain't gonna get no indie love.
No,
I think Andy will be contractually obligated to do it.
Ain't. He doesn't have to get the license.
You know who has the license still?
Sideshow
can make a 1/6 figure if they wanted to.
Sideshow
Collectibles.
Really? Wow.
Still do. They still make, they make tchotchke shit, but from Indiana Jones, so they get. I mean, Hasbro has it. Hasbro's still making money off of I can't find half of those adventure series. I'm still chasing some of those. I mean, I'm now granted the Indiana Jones Adventure series from Hasbro, the kind of like the Marvel Legends. I am only going after like Raiders of the Lost Ark because I know I'll never see these figures again, right? Hasbro is clearly taking advantage of the whole tentpole event. I haven't bought any from the new film. For me, it's because they have the Temple of Doom, they have the Last Crusade, and they have Raiders of the Lost Ark, all in their Marvel Legends scale adventure series, what they call it. So I'm having fun with those. In fact, look, I'll confess, right? Look at this. I'll confess. Look, I'm having fun with this crap. Look. All right, this is part of their adventure. So this is Raiders of the Lost Ark. So I like this. It's not too bad, right? So
look at that.
Right? I mean, it's the only Jones fix I'm going to get. No one else is going to make it. I don't want to waste my time with present toys and just be more disappointed and pretend it's the only, I can't like, well, the only thing, it's the only option you have. Like, no, I'd rather not have anything than if it's not done right. So,
yeah.
All right. But I just.
Isn't the reviews on that one pretty good, though?
What's that?
Didn't the reviews on that one turn out pretty good?
For the Adventure series?
No, for that third-party Indiana Jones.
Present toys?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's good.
It's from what I understand, it's okay, but again, it's not like it has real competition, and everybody seems to be comparing it to the 10-year-old DX version. So
you can't do that though.
You can, but people do that. They're like, it's better than the DX05. That's what you hear.
I got the DX, and that thing's still.
It's like those posts I see that you're comparing the NR Joker to the DX Joker from 2 years from what? How many years ago? 5 years ago? The last DX Joker?
No, longer than that.
Yeah,
it's been 10 years or something. I don't know.
It's which one for the DX05?
Yeah, it's the DX Joker. It was like 2.0, I think, at that point.
That was 2013.
Yeah.
And then I know the DX Indiana Jones 05. When I started in 2012, it had already been out for about a year and had just been released. Because I bought mine at retail even in 2013. Like it kind of sat for a while in 2013. Do you remember that, Sean? The DX05 Indiana Jones did not sit. In fact, it sat for a little over a year because I was still able to buy it for $250. I think is what I paid for it.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I still have mine. I still have my Jones. I have the whole box and the whole accessories and everything. So Danoby, they teased the SH figures in the return of the I'm having a brain fart. Return of the what? Am I saying that right? What is that acronym for? You guys are killing me. ROTLA. What is that? Jesus, Shoji, you're killing me. You're aging.
Raiders of the Last Crusade. I don't know.
Return of the King. What? Never mind. Oh my God! Thank you. I'm sorry. I'm old. All right. Raiders of the Lost Ark. You can't just. Thank you. You stunned all of us in the panel. We were like monkeys banging with bones. I'm telling.
Raiders of the Last Crusade.
You can't do that. Just say it. Temple of Doom, damn it. Don't TOMDOM. No, just tell us. Just tell us. This is Harrison when the early Rotten score? Is that his look? Is that the Rotten score is out and he's pissed as shit?
Yep.
That's the get off my lawn.
Get off my lawn.
The only benefit I see if this film fails is this could be the end of Kathleen Kennedy.
No, it ain't.
Please, for the love of God, could this be the film that puts her in the damn freaking Disney ground? It's just getting annoying, man.
She has the superpowers of a cockroach. She ain't going anywhere. She's dug in deeper than an Alabama tick.
No, Predator.
No. I find that she's gone.
No.
She
ain't gone until I don't believe it.
No, she's once this film is for opening weekend. No, she's gonna be like in an Elton John concert, and she'll get the news. Just like
there's so many reasons for her to be fired over the last 5-6 years. This failing is just another thing that would just there's so many more things that would be more she would get fired over than just this failing.
Oh, Kathy, you let me down for the last time, Kathy. Yeah, we're gonna have to let you go. The exit.
You know what she's awesome at, though?
She's out. No,
Mr. President, I don't know what to believe.
Oh, she's out. Damn it! I don't.
You know what she's good at, though?
What?
She's good at turning billion-dollar franchises into million-dollar franchises.
You can make a good coffee, though.
Yeah, according to Steven Spielberg, she's really good at interrupting.
She's right. She was good at balancing the checkbook, and I give her points to that. And that's about it. When Steven wanted to go outlandish in some of his wackiness, she's like, "No, Steven, get off my line." That's it. That's the famous producer. She controlled the budget. She prevented the budgets from escalating. That's what she was good at. She was good at controlling the studio's money from getting, because yes, and I don't blame her, letting these two quacks, Steven Spielberg and George Lucas, run amok with an unlimited budget. Yeah, I mean, you saw what George did with the prequels, right? You know, no one told him no. She didn't produce that, did she? Was she a producer on the prequels? It wasn't her, was it?
I think it was all George.
I think it was all George.
George directing everything. He had all the power.
Yeah, she was not.
I think George's ex-wife was in there too.
Well, the prequels. We're talking about the prequels.
We're talking about We're talking about the Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, and Revenge. I don't.
You know, even Spielberg offered to help him with the prequels, to help build up at least do some directing assistance, just to be a part of it. But George was like, no, I got this.
I just don't understand. I mean, they all thought that Star Wars would print money, and they all had to sit back and just smoke cigars and shit.
Well, it did print money, because the prequels is still making money today, as far as more so than the damn freaking sequel trilogy.
Yeah, I mean, they're aging correctly. I don't know. I really do. Look, I get it. The film sucks. It gets a shitty Rotten Tomato score. I would still like genuine, high quality, licensed Indiana Jones figures.
Me too. No. Regardless of the film, I'll still get this piece, either young or old indie. I don't care.
Yeah, I would prefer The Last Crusade.
I would prefer the young indie.
Me too.
The age indie. Yeah,
right. I could do without the wheelchair of destiny. Indie.
The wheelchair of destiny. Dial of Destiny. It's what.
Oh, is it Dial of Destiny? I thought it's not wheelchair of destiny.
No, wheelchair.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, that's right. Rick McCullen. Yeah, he was the Yes Man producer for.
There you go.
Yeah, I remember him.
I knew it wasn't her. I knew.
Yeah.
It was. He was the Yes Man. Remember?
Yeah, I remember the behind the scenes. I remember the behind the scenes. He was all over the behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Just yes manning George. Like, no, you're good, man.
Yeah. And
50 more battle droids in that scene would make it look great.
And you know what's crazy? You've never seen him ever. I don't think he has any more IMDb credits after that. Like, he fizzled out as a producer. You don't see him work anymore. and then George got bullied in the early days of the internet. What does he do? He sells it to Disney, and then he gets remorse. He gets he regrets doing it, and I don't know. I look, if the film stinks, the film stinks. I just want merch. And I'm with Sean on this. I would prefer The Last Crusade. I mean, just an updated version, honestly. I'll take. Hey, we all drank the tea for deepfake Luke. I think we can drink the tea for deepfake Indiana Jones, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. There you go. Well, she was the Phantom. Kathleen Kennedy was the Phantom Menace. She was under cloak, and she was using her force spells. I think George picked Kathleen because of the relationship connection to Spielberg, thinking she would protect the character's franchise only for her, Disney and JJ to not use his ideas. And then her, and I don't know, but I know everybody. I know she's not well liked, but I feel the other twit is also responsible too.
Filoni?
J.J. Abrams? No,
JJ
Abrams. Talk about destroying two 2 properties. Holy smack!
Oh, share
Here's
some
another
love for Rain Johnson there.
I don't.
Brianne Johnson.
I'm
Yeah.
not angry at him. He was putting the keys were given. It's like getting mad.
Oh, he didn't do your expectations.
But the problem with Rain Johnson and how I see him is that he was a teenager and the parents gave the teenager the keys to drive their expensive vehicle, thinking that they could trust him. And so I still shift a lot of the blame.
Yeah, he still crashed the car though. Like
crashed the car, but
he still crashed the car though.
He crashed the car, but it's typically the parents that are responsible and have to pick up the mess. I still say it's the top.
I could just picture that. He crashes the car. He gets out of the car. He like dusts himself off. He's like, "What? Well, you gave me the keys."
Yeah, that's right.
What? What?
Yeah, with very little restrictions too, from what I understand. So, to me it was the time, and then the fact that J.J. Abrams didn't even have like a trilogy outline. Like, what a moron! I don't.
No, I agree. JJ should have at least left a freaking battle plan here going forward after Force Awakens, because Force Awakens was just a ripoff of New Hope. So I'm like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Where is the battle plan here going forward after Force Awakens? There was nothing.
Yeah. What does this look? Is this from the Crystal Skull?
Yeah, no, Crystal Skull. That's Crystal Skull.
Wow, you really aged.
That's when he said halftime. Part-time. No, part-time. Part-time.
Is that 13 years ago? 13 indie. Is that 2010? When did Crystal Skull? 2011, 2010?
Was that 2010?
Yeah, he looks aged different. Like, he looks rough now. Whew.
I think when I took that screenshot, I thought it was from a flashback or something. It said it was from a flashback.
Oh, is this from the new movie or from Crystal Skull?
No, that's Crystal Skull.
This is Crystal Skull. Yeah,
could be.
He looks different. Yeah. And then there's that one there.
Mm-hmm.
And whoa!
Now that's the Dial of Destiny.
That's your 82-year-old indie right there.
Is that really him? Oh my God, you don't even recognize him. Wow. Yeah.
I think he made about $65 million for this role.
Was he paid that much? Jesus Christ.
I think it was $65 million.
God.
And that's Crystal Skull again.
Doesn't need all that. She doesn't eat anymore, does she? Doesn't she? Close. She.
That's the part-time line there. Part-time.
Do you know, Sean? Do you know who Calista Flockhart is?
Yeah.
She doesn't need any. What does she need? Clearly she's the one that's going to inherit the indie fortune. So does he have kids? I don't even know.
Yeah, he has kids.
He has kids? Okay, well his kids will inherit the empire then.
Yeah, they get all the helicopters.
They get all the and all the shit he runs into. Yeah, I don't know.
So who's still collecting Sours at this point? When we got so much stuff coming in from DC, Marvel.
I've been very, very conservative with Star Wars, Nate.
Really?
I have not. I've when it comes to Attack of the Clones or Return of the Jedi, I'm still on board for all of that. But I've pretty much ignored a lot of the filler. There's a lot of empty calorie filler characters there.
I like my junk food, so.
Yeah, like the Sith Inquisitors. I'm not getting any of them. I don't give a shit about them.
Oh my God, come on, man. The Inquisitorius line. Can you imagine Hatelorian's backdrop full of Sith Lords coming marching down the path behind him? Come on. Wouldn't that look awesome? Just Purge troopers just lined up, ready to take on whoever's watching the stream. Come on.
No, there's just a ton, dude. There really is. There's just there's too many of them. So, there's a lot that you can really pass up. I can tell you now, like Paz Vizsla. Like, who needs a Paz Vizsla?
That's probably that's been the first Star Wars one I passed in a long time.
Right? That's what I mean. That's empty calories. Like that's filler.
Well, back then he was just talking to
Heavy
town.
Mando.
Heavy Mando.
Yeah.
Yeah, it came in. How you say it, Danoby? It came in with came in with insurance. I don't know how you say it. How you say your streams where a figure comes in, he comes in with some extra equity. There you go.
Equity, a little bit of value, right?
Yes.
You know, when an R2D2 Attack of the Clone comes in, and you know he's worth $50 above retail, then your goggles, the way you view it, right? Even though you're not going to sell it, you see it as royalty. And it affects, because I know that's one of the reasons a lot of Hot Toy collectors dropped out last year, because they went hard on a lot of their Hot Toy collections from 2020, and they're seeing their figures drop in value. Then what do? Then they go on their own personal live streams and they're like, Hot Toy sucks. We need a Hot Toy killer. We need a real true. I'm like, no, you mismanaged your own collection and you fell down the hype well, right? Right? I told Nate, didn't I tell everybody Toontown Ahsoka was not going to be a fucking Grail? I'm pretty sure I said that dozens of times, right? And what was the first one?
Yeah, you remind me.
What was the first one that ended up in the bargain bin on every buy-sell trade group? Toontown Ahsoka. You can't get rid of her to save your life. It's kind of like Brazilian pesos, right? You know, like
Brazilian pesos.
You know, $2,000 dollar pesos for a loaf of bread, right? I
think the only one that topped that one was the 2-pack Boba Fett.
2-pack Boba Fett.
That one too. I remember said that.
2-pack Boba Fett. Good times with that one. Good times.
Everybody, this is gonna be the newest Grail, the 2-pack Boba. I'm like, do you guys not watching the show? Because I watched the first episode and I saw shit. I saw poop. Oh, it's good to know. You got to give it a chance. You got to, and then
yeah, I remember doing the do or deny on that one on the 2-pack Boba Fett, and I kept bringing up your this. It's not the SKU that will not the if it's 2 SKUs it will sit
2 SKUs
situation.
Yeah.
I didn't say it that way. I was more tame back then, but I said it to where I was like, because there's 2 different versions of this Boba Fett going forward. There'll still be availability here because there's 2 versions of this.
Yeah. But that Paz Vizsla release though, that was a kick in the nuts though for collectors.
No,
because that the exact same damn release as the Heavy Mando, except for that blue shield.
Yeah. Right here.
That was a dumb release.
With the blue shield, right? I told you that's filler. Like why? Why would you?
Yeah.
Stupid. Just right here is Peg Warmer discounted. Right here, Fennec Shan, Koska Reed. The sisters are going to get discounted, Nate. I'm telling you right now.
Dare you?
Well, the thing is, let me see. Fennec came out for pre-order what? 2021.
Yeah.
2021, right? That's when I don't think Sideshow was focusing on trying to cut down their batches at that point.
Yeah.
It was in the beginning of 2022 that we started seeing the end of the era of overproduced Star Wars. Because now Sideshow is like, okay, no, we got to cut down on figures like the Weightless Full, KXS Forcer Droid, the Weightless. I'm surprised Ahsoka DX survived to waitlist. That's crazy.
She's sold out, right? Or no, she's still waitlist full, so she's gone.
Yes, they're both gone. I was surprised about that one too. I was like, wow, weightless.
Yeah, and the only thing I can come up with the logic is that a lot of folks just abandoned the animated version and went with kind of like because she is a DX, right? The rolling eyes and the base and everything and Grogu and so forth. So I totally get it, but like deepfake Luke, we have way too many damn Lukes in stock. There's just too many.
It is the better Luke though.
It probably I've seen the photos. There's nothing wrong with deepfake Luke, but I'm going to chase the deal, and he's going to go into a daily deal because we still have Bespin Luke on arrival, and Bespin Luke, you watch and see every live stream in YouTube land in the 160L community. They're all going to swear on who's ever grave that Bestman Luke is going to be the year of the figure or the figure of the year. And deepfake Luke doesn't come up. That's just how it works. That's just how it's going to work. And that's fine, because then I can go in the shadows, Nate. And coupons, right? And I can get my deepfake Luke on the daily deal, right? Because I do want.
Did you pre-order Bestman Luke yet?
I have not.
Okay, so you're waiting on the blue screen.
Yes, it hasn't hit blue screen yet, has it?
No. I would have told you by now.
Okay. Okay. No, I'm waiting. I'm in no hurry for Bestman Luke. I'm going to get him.
And also, 2 Qs will sit situation. So
2 SKUs, the shit sets. And here's the thing with deepfake Luke. I don't really care for him, but his deluxe version has an accessory that I really want. And sometimes I chase accessories.
Yeah, the hologram.
Not the hologram. The Battle Damage Dark Trooper.
No, there's a special edition. Wait a minute. There's a special edition version. Wait. No, wait.
No, it's
which one comes with the special edition? Comes with the ship.
If it does, there's. Oh my god, look how many friggin'
SKUs. The special edition, time exclusive. The ones on the left. No, the left, right. One on the right. It comes with that Moff Gideon ship, I think.
Yeah. Is that? Oh my god. And they're all available. Oh no, this one here is it the collectors or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that one's a joint wait list.
Damn.
I think there's only one available right now. It's the limited version.
I don't really care so much for the hologram. I just want a good deal with the deluxe with the robot. That's it. That's really all I am saying. And then to address Martin really quick, I have to me the character Reva, the Hot Toys figure, it looks like the actress. It looks like a really cool, great figure. But unfortunately, I didn't care too much for the show. And
Mommy got thighs though.
Yeah, it's just not for me. Right now I'm going through a droid kick right now.
It's a droid kick, yeah.
I'm going through a really bad droid kick right now. I want more battle droids.
Yeah, the droids are dangerous, man. Droids are very dangerous, man. Because you just can't have one.
Yeah. So I always like to, like I said, there is a lot of filler characters, and I get it. If you love Star Wars and you want to chase it all, I more power to you. But for me, like with Star Wars, and especially with Return of the Jedi, I mean, there's a lot of good stuff. Like the KX Enforcer, I mean, he's weightless full. So Nate, when the KX Enforcer arrives, he's going to be quite valuable.
Yep.
And I got 2. I'm excited. So
you know what's going to hurt? Those bark speeders right there.
The bark speeders are going to hurt a lot, and it's still yeah. I also think people are going to be punished by Attack of the Clones C-3PO. I think that's going to be an expensive. It's not even a chase. I think it's going to be a grail.
I think the reason why this one will be the grail over the C-3PO the golden rod, because collectors are already canceling on the C-3PO from Attack of the Clones so they can get the golden rod.
You would think so, but it's still weightless full. Wouldn't it open up more spots though?
Well, people are it is weightless full, right? But for those that are in the weightless pool are getting conversions. I've seen posts. People are getting conversions for this. Yeah.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Bestman Luke's been up on pre-order for over a year, so he's inbound then, Sean. He's gonna, right, Nate? I mean, he's over a year. So
yeah, he came out in April last year.
Yeah.
For pre-order. Yeah.
There is a lot of stuff. Well, folks, this was a fun Batmania stream. I'm gonna bring it to an end here. I don't want to go off the rails here. The whole point was it's just to really educate the folks out there that there's this Batman is as great and fantastic and attractive as he looks. He's not the only Batman in town. There's way too many Batmans, and I would still say exercise caution with day one pre-ordering, because wait till the film. Right? This is just the tip of the iceberg. We're going to get minimum 2 flashes, I predict. If we get another Batman, I'm hoping it's the Ben Affleck Batman on the bike, Supergirl, villain, right? The Reverse Flash, whoever the villain is. There's at least 5 to 6
figures. from
5
this
to
movie.
6 figures minimum, conservative minimum. I'm not even speculating with powers of the wizard. I'm just trying to like be very, very realistic here.
And if you have no self-control like me and Nate, just go ahead and just PO
No.
it. Just do it.
That's how they fall. That's how they fall off. And then I don't want Hot Toy collectors, especially the ones that joined the community in 2020, who are still
Yeah,
around.
I have a couple of new guys join up my stream. They're brand new collectors telling me, so and so this figure and that figure. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, I just don't go back to when you made the leap from Marvel Legends or Black Series, right? It's a treacherous road, and just exercise caution, man. That is it. So, Nate, special thanks to you for hanging out, giving us your voice. I know you're at work, so must be.
No, thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. And then Hatelorian, thank you so much.
Pleasure as always.
Yeah, and yeah, I'm gonna roll out with this. I love this meme.
It's time to let old things die. Snoke, Skywalker, the Sith, Jedi, the Rebels. Let it all die. Rey, I want you to join me.